Alright. How's everyone doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, Despair, how are you? Let me just set a few things. Yeah, I think that should do. Alright, cool. There we go. Alright. Yeah, Despair, how you doing? Also, how do I sound, in comparison? Because I went through and changed some of the audio just a little bit, so I don't know if it's gonna... I don't know if it's gonna quite work, or, balance the way that it was before. I don't know if I'll be too quiet, or, you know, too loud. But, let me know. I would like to know how I sound to you guys. Please and thank you. Let's see. Let's go down. Shadow Master, how are you doing? Thank you for joining, Shadow. Oopsies. Oh, I need to stop dying. I sound good, but the game might be too low. Well, as long as everyone can hear me just fine and the music's not too low, then I think we're good. Whoop. Oh, got him. Cool. All right. Sounding good? Good. That's good. Great. Great to hear, then. I was a little worried that I might be a little too loud, considering I turned down the audio the first time on, a while ago, and I just never went back and changed it, so I'm glad. Oh, neat. Should never have wasted that. Cool. Alright, great. So, since I sound good, and all that's covered, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's week? We've had this really busy week, as per usual. We actually just got done doing, work on a Ford F-150. Managed to get that thing up and running. It was a beast of a machine. Only finished that like an hour ago, too. Barely had enough time to eat before streaming. Did I watch the Game Awards? Actually, I did. I haven't watched them in years, and I decided, why not? And man, did it suck. The Game Awards are just, they're really bad. This year's was certainly really bad. Very cringe. And a lot of people probably seeing, I don't think a lot of the statements or claims of it being rigged were wrong at all. I didn't play Alan Wake 2. I've only heard that it's been absolutely terrible. So for it to have won, like, best game direction and a few other things, my buddies who I was watching it with, they were absolutely flabbergasted that Alan Wake won anything, like, at all in comparison. It should have been a clean sweep for Baldur's Gate. Although I'm glad that Baldur's Gate did win Game of the Year. As far as I'm concerned, with what little I played, I can't really say much, but everybody in their insane praise of it. I'm glad to hear that it did succeed. Oh, Bitsky, how you doing? How you doing? Glad that you could stop by. What's Alan Wake about? God, it's actually been a long while since I've, like, looked at anything about Alan Wake. Here, let's... Just so I can actually look it up myself and understand it. Doodle-doo-doo. Remastered version, blah blah blah. The story follows best-selling crime thriller novelist Alan Wake as he tries to uncover the mystery behind his wife's disappearance during a vacation in the small fictional town of Bright Falls, Washington, all while experiencing events from the plot in his latest novel, which he cannot remember writing, coming to life. Alright, there you go. So that is what Alan Wake is about. I have no idea what 2 is about. All I know is that 2 won Best Game Direction, and a few other things. It genuinely made me laugh. Pip, there you are. How you doing? My voice is coming out of only one ear. Crap. Alright, guess I gotta fix that real fast. How did I do it? Oh, I think I see it. Okay, hold on. Let's try that real quick. Anything? Let me know if I sound like I'm coming out of one ear or not. Because I'm not entirely sure. There might be a setting that was changed again without me knowing. And I don't remember where it is. Why do I always have these technical issues? Let's see. It's not permissions. I don't think it's audio effects. Ratio. All of that's normal. Audio preview. Automatic. Life's cool. Yourself? Oh, I'm glad to hear things are going well for you. My brother and I just finished working on a truck actually, like not an hour before I had to come here to stream. So I'm glad that I managed to get that all taken care of. But I'm glad that things are going well for you. Yes, for the whole show was full of cringe. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. There were a lot of things that I see that they were really trying to do to make things better. And it just did not work. I don't know who the hell thought the good idea of trying to bring in Gonzo and all of these other characters in was a good idea. It just wasn't. Where on earth is that setting? Hold on. Damn it. It's like all of the options are the exact same. There is an option to mirror the audio, and I'm not finding it. Just bear with me, I suppose. Sounds like a movie game? Yes. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. I wish I knew. But apparently, like I said before, apparently Alan Wake 2 is a very, woke game. Let's see, that didn't do it. That's certainly not it. How did I mirror that over? I found my new favorite synth pop group, VNV Nation. 2, had some sleeping problems because my dad wouldn't stop talking to this woman with a half a brain. And don't leftover green chili because it ruins all your Mexican food. Oof, I'm sorry. Yeah, my mom made a homemade salsa. That's it. She made salsa, and I got to have some. It was really nice. And then it went bad. It just went bad, unfortunately. Where on earth is this option? Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. Copy. Okay, hold on. I'm going to copy left to right. Okay, let's... Okay. Hold on. A stream recording is currently active. No. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Do I have to cancel it in order to do so? Okay, how about let me know. Okay, since Pip is running into this issue real quick, am I coming in the left ear or the right ear for everyone? Please let me know. I want to get this fixed so I don't have these damn problems anymore. Not well. I've been trying to get closer to God, and I'm just spiritually feeling great. Okay. I've been also visiting the God's house quite a lot. Oh, good for you, Bitsky. Life is gross when you live in a third world country. Oh, I'm sorry, Bitsky. I'm sorry. Well, you go to church more often, it will help. It helped me a lot, and I'm very thankful for my girl because she's really helped to straighten out a lot of problems in my life just by helping me. And doing exactly that has been uplifting, to say the least. Left ear. Okay. Using my earbud to listen in. Okay. So, yeah, okay, I've got it, here. Let's... Okay, here. Let's apply this. It needs to restart for the following changes to take effect. Oh, okay. That's a bummer. Here. I'm actually going to stop the stream real fast and apply this change and see if it fixes it real quick. So if you want, just bear with me for like 30 seconds or something, guys. I'll stay in chat, so I'll be here with you. Alright, it says it's there. Okay, am I... Okay, I think I'm live again. I think I'm live again. Let me know. I'm on? Yes? No? Alright. Alright, cool. So I'm on. Pip, let me know if I'm good here now. Because I'm pretty sure I've got this covered. And if anyone is using headsets or anything, let me know too, because I would hate to have not fixed this. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm on. Good. Good. Headsets screw my eardrums. I loathe using them. Yuck. All right. Well, that's okay. Oh, I think I went into the wrong area. I need to double back. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah. Now that we're like back. Yes. All right. Now that we're actually back proper. Let's catch up real fast. What else did Pip ask? Thoughts on Soy NY new $70 games. Oh, Sony's new $70 games. Oh, I don't know. I'm not too impressed with what Sony has been putting out a lot of, which I hope answers a lot of the question. I hate the idea that games tend to run up over the cost of $70 at this point. Like, I get special collector's editions, but if your game is basically just a fucking movie that's not impressive, I don't really care for it. And $70 does not justify things. It's just like that Call of Duty that was like $120. It's like, what an asinine cost. Oh, I'm cursed. I'm in trouble. I like this. There we go. Okay. With God it matters, not what's against you. No headset. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, church helps a lot. I feel like a lot of problems would be solved if people were more open to going to church. Oh, hello, Sue. How you doing? Glad you can make it, Sue. How's your evening going? Oh, can't hit it until it's solid like that. Okay. There we go. Adrian, I'm surprised that Godzilla -1 has as low of a budget as it did. Yes. I have not seen it, but to know that it is performing as well as it is incredible, and I'm very happy that it is. And it's also hilarious. It's also hilarious how absolutely dominating of the box office -1 has been. Very, very glad for it. And not only that, but like the CGI actually looks good. I don't know. I would like to see it hopefully this weekend, but I'm not entirely sure. Money's um, tight to say the least on my end. So if I could see it, whoa! If I can see it, I would love to. It looks good. It's getting a lot of praise, a lot of buzz. Oh, hold on. Let's do that. Let's see. Did you like anything in the Game Awards? I'm only excited for Blade. Uh, I don't know. I can't really say that I was excited for anything in the Game Awards. I've been so out of the gaming scene and for such a long time. I don't know. I really don't care most of the time now. Um, if it isn't like a retro game or like Mech Warrior, I don't really care. Um, the there was one game that I'm glad to see is finally coming out, and it's not. I don't remember I don't remember the name, but it was that one that the black guy came out and like showcased. I can't remember what it's called. It's that really African inspired game, and it I'm really glad to see a game like that is coming out because it actually adds to a point that I've been considering and arguing for a little while in my head now because as we saw with Castlevania Nocturne, because that's the only example I apparently have, uh there's an issue with a lot of and you guys also started bringing this up and discussing it last time, that there's this serious lack of understanding or care for a subject, for a people, for a culture, religion, all of it, and for that to finally for somebody to finally be making something of that nature, like it's about time because even if it's not directly based on, it's still inspired by, in this case, African culture, and it needs to be. A lot of shows and movies and everything else need to be. Not just Black America, but like actual African culture. And if it can be done right and respectfully, hopefully it will actually start to make a dent in diversifying things reasonably as it should. Because otherwise, we're just going to continue to get these half-assed, I'm cool because I'm black. Look at how diverse I am characters, and though that's not the way to do it. So that's the only game that like actually caught my attention. Otherwise, I really just couldn't fucking care less about what came out at the Game Awards. I just don't care. Nothing looked interesting or fun to me. Like I don't know. I don't have a great deal of time to really spend on just new games, especially since all these games are going to cost $70 or $80 now because, well, all of these companies are basically about profit. They're not about actually making good content. Can't wait for $80 quintuple A games that are basically a college lecture about woke identity politics. Yeah, I can't remember the game. I mocked it before, but there was that game where the black girl like goes back in time or whatever, and she gets that gauntlet. And not only does the game look like ass, but it also has some of the worst writing. And it's funny how everyone's like, "Oh, this game is so good," and then it literally did not show up on the it did not show up on any award. It was never nominated for anything, which just made me laugh. Question from Sue: what is your favorite game enemies to fight and the hardest for a pro like you? uh, Well, apparently, as we saw in the last stream, the hardest enemies to fight are apparently slime because they will chew my ass apart. Um, I don't know. Hardest enemy or enemies that I like. I would probably say just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's actually tough. Basically anything that can be considered a boss, effectively. Like anything that can be considered a boss. Damn it all. Anything that actually takes like I don't know, like anything that requires actual like time to like study and learn and fights like a boss. That's really about all I can go with. I don't know like general enemies that I would consider the same because a lot of CGI is halfway done today. Yeah, yeah. Nobody has any time to work on things, which is the problem, or a problem. What do you think of the Netflix Leo and it's being a better movie than Wish? What do you think of the Netflix and it's being a better movie than Wish? What are you talking about there, Sue? I'm not entirely sure. FX Caliber. Hello, how are you doing? It warms my heart that Spider-Man 2 was nominated 7 times and never won once. Well, oh yeah, that's right. The voice actor didn't win. Huh. Um, yeah, it's kind of goofy that it didn't actually win anything. I kind of figured they'd have won something, but if everything's gonna go to Alan Wake, which is unfortunate, I would hope that I don't know. I There have been so many of these Spider-Man games recently. I don't actually know a lot about them. uh oh, Adam Sandler movie. Oh, I didn't know that he made a new movie on Netflix. I did not know. If I had known, I might have seen it, but I have not. Sorry, Sue. Whoop. Yeah, the name was really long, Despair. I don't remember what it is, and it drives me nuts, but yeah, it's like the only like properly, at least somewhat properly, like inspired African like sort of mythology game. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. What you think game of the year is really nothing. Oh, oh, avoided the game awards like the plague because I don't care about someone's gay AAA porn game. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a common complaint about, that was definitely a common complaint about the game. I don't know why the hell they allow you to basically get bottomed by a bear, but, whatever. It is what it is. I think I already went in here, because this was... Whoop! Yep. I'm just trying to finish the games which I own, so I put holding off... I put a hole on buying new games? Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to actually do the same. I've been, I've got so many games on Steam. Like, one of my goals right now is, like, go through all of my Steam games and just try to beat them and finish them out. Like, all of the ones that I haven't played before, at least. Like, I went through and played, like, Crisis 1 and, Warhead, and beat those in a pretty decent amount of time. but I'm not gonna go through and play like Crisis 2 on max, maximum whatever maximum edition I think it's called. It's just like I just don't care. Like I already played the crap out of that when I was younger. Hate when people talk about race. It makes me feel like I'm nothing but a bag of bones and skin colored in a certain way. It annoys me. Yes. Yeah. It's it's really dumb when it's really dumb when everything gets boiled down to a single characteristic because we are more than the sum of our parts. And to try and claim like otherwise is really annoying. It's like all these people whose entire identity is based on their sexuality or their gender or something. It's like, no, you are more than what you are, you have been trained to believe. And then for people to get so bent out of shape when it's like, oh well, this person misgendered me or some shit. It's like, no, like there's more to life than complaining about stupid little things like this. And to be fair, even in the case of like religion, it's like, if anybody wanted to complain and be like, I'm a Muslim, that's my life, or I'm a Christian, that's my life, that's who I am. It's like, yeah, that's what you want to be, sure, but like you're more than just that. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to like demean religion or anything, obviously, because it is a very important part of life. Uh, but when everything, like, if there was like a Christian equivalent, or let's just say religious equivalent, let's say, to, ironically, to wokeism, right? To this woke, the idea of um, identity, and to the degree that it is, I guess, combative, I suppose, is probably a way to put it. Even if that were the case, it's like it it's boiling something way more complex than people think it is into something superficial, and it's not that. Like life is so much more than just the way other people view you, the way that you want to be perceived, you know? And a lot of people today who go by this like cult like behavior and whatnot just do not understand that, and I feel bad for them. I really do. Excuse me. I realize I am preparing to leave, and that I have so many old games that haven't been finished yet. I have an entire collection of retro games that I haven't even begun to touch yet because I just don't have the time. And then to stack that on with everything too about the Steam collection I've got, it's just like I just want to rip my hair out because it's like, please, I have so much to do, and that really is like the other like main issue as to why I can't get through things. It's being busy. That really is just like I don't have the time. Planning on starting two Who project. The problem is the first couple of games were made in the early 2000s, so I have I have to play a fan patch. Oh. What is Tuhu? What is Tuhu, Shadow? Whoop. Locked with a magic spell. Let's see here. Nope, I only have the one book. Nope. Relic. Nope, nope, nope. Nothing, huh? Alright. Where to go? Oh! I might be able to get through that door. Uh-oh. That was close. Oh, straight across from here. Okay. Oh. I can't make it through. No! Whoop. Almost lost my cross. I would have been a little miffed. Where do I go? I already went. Did I? I don't remember. Tuhu, that bullet hell game with a shrine maiden and a witch as mascots. Well, couldn't tell you that I know anything about it. But I wish you luck in your endeavors. Uh-oh. Wait, he said Nani? Oh. Crap. OMG, the Game Awards were so boring. Yes, they sucked. They were also like 90%. They were also like 90% advertisement and like 2% talking. Crap. I really only have the ice book, huh? All right. Guess that's it. Hey, a face guard. Maybe I can put that face guard on my face. Oh, it's actually weaker. Oh, that's a bummer. But apparently the awards for movies are also all 3 hours long, and this is normal? Yeah, unfortunately, they're all just kind of like, they're all basically just bloated, oh, Lord help me. They're all basically just advertisements. That's all they are. I don't remember them. Oh, oh! I am gonna walk into so many spikes. Ow! 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 Nailed it. I'm good. I'm in the clear. God, I hope so. Shit. Damn it. No. I think I'm in the clear. Damn it! Fuck. The one thing to defeat all of the Belmonts, and all of it's because Dracula didn't pay the damn electric bill. Oh, cool. Made it through. Oh, it was basically a straight haul. I probably missed something in there, but that's okay. The dark, you don't like that part? Yeah, I don't like that part either. I just went through it. Yeah, the Belmonts are supposed to defeat the darkness. Yeah, well, if you can't beat anybody if you can't pay the bill. Which is that was probably Dracula's like big plan. He's like, all right, they want to come in here and destroy all of my candles. Well, fuck them. I'm just gonna not pay the bill and see how they like it living in darkness. And then Death was probably like, hey, how about you put spikes in there? And then Death was like, that's genius. This is making me want to hop on Dissonance. Yeah, well, I encourage it. Have fun. Dissonance is a fun game. Except for when you're tripping all over Dracula's shit because he didn't pay the fucking electric bill. I would like Harmony of Despair if someone was available online. Oh, yeah. Yeah, isn't that still being figured out, though? Like, oh, the boss is here. Yeah, why not? It's me, a silly piggy. Hi, Piggy. How you doing? Glad you could join. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, there's a platform? I didn't even realize. Emulated PS3 can do online multiplayer. Oh, okay. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. Not too bad. The awards for movies should not be longer than the movies they are awarding. Yeah. Yeah, if that isn't ironically like like a Mahler detractor's statement. But it's true, yeah. No, there's no Oh god, slime. I was prepared this time. Yeah, no, I don't know why they needed to be that long, but I think it all has to do with all of the advertising. But you know, they also cut out so much of the time that they were spending on things too. Like all of the other like so-called awards that they were supposed to hand out, and they just skipped right through so many of them, like best sound design and uh, everything else. All of these other small ones were just shot so quickly. Oop. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. Give me that back. Happy holidays, Albeleo. I love your videos. Keep up the content. Piggy power. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them. Yeah, I've got still working on that Jurassic Park video and can only do so much when I've got other things to do. But yes, I will definitely keep going, and I will make content for people like you because you enjoy them. Absolutely. That's crazy. I mean, it it it's not entirely like it's not a difficult video to make. Like I haven't actually made all that much progress on it. Like it's still going. Like I am working on it. Um and it's slow to go because there's a lot of stuff that I end up having to do. Um like most of this week I've been swamped with car work. Um we the as I mentioned before, that truck my brother and I were working on, we were doing that thing has been sitting in our folks' driveway for almost a year now, and we only recently got around to uh, finishing a bit of the work on it, and it's not even completely done. Like we still have the thermostat, the coolant line to the thermostat needs to be checked out, and and let's see. So the cool, we have to get a battery for it. We have to check one of, I think the tensioner pulley on it is the bearing is screwy. There's all kinds of stuff that I get caught up in all the time. Oh, you were talking about they skipped a lot of the awards. I didn't know that. Oh, all right. Well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, no, they skipped a lot of awards basically. Like the awards were given out, but they didn't like. They were just like, here's a list of. Like there was an award for like most anticipated game of the game for next year or whatever. And it's just like that got an award. It's like why? Why is that deserving of an award? No, and of course it was Final Fantasy VII because no one will stop sucking that game's dick for some unknown reason. Oh hell no. Okay. Let me guess. Water? It's water or ice. Blue. Yep, ice. Figured. Cool. I should have probably just done the lightning. That's okay. Oh, they respawned. Shit. And then Nomura was like, that sounds like a good idea. I'll call it Kingdom Hearts. Emulated PS3. I gotta see about that then. I was legit thinking that. Why so much Final Fantasy? With a P. Uh, the love that everyone has for Final Fantasy, like it's not unreasonable. I get why people like it. And I mean seven in particular. Seven is the one that from like Final Fantasy seven and onward basically all suck. Um, the obviously, like, Final Fantasy VI to me is always going to be the best Final Fantasy. I will always stand by it. I will always argue that, and I get why people enjoy 7, because 7 came around at a time when we were finally getting into 3D graphics, and 7 was like the main game that pushed graphics, modern graphics onto a younger and impressionable, audience. Most of us are a part of that, and that's fine. There's a good amount of nostalgia behind the love for Final Fantasy VII. The problem is that 7 itself is not very good. Like, it's an inferior version of 6. And I mean, like, inferior. It doesn't have the same character development. It doesn't have, well, it's got a lot of content, actually, but it's not as well paced. It's it like it's not as well paced. It's not as well written. The graphics and everything that they did for, the PS1 at the time were cute and all, but they were really just flashy cinematics that didn't really offer a great deal. It made it seem cooler, sure, but you didn't get much beyond that. And not only that, but like most of the characters in 7 are also just laughably are just these laughably inferior versions of other characters that exist in 6 as well. It's like Cloud is like a combination of Terra and Celeste and a few others as well, and it's really annoying. But he's cool because he's got a really big sword. Not to mention the story doesn't make any damn sense half the time. It's like Cloud, like 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 Cloud for some reason is able to, like, he retains all of the memories of Zack, even though he was there when Zack died and knows that he died. And he spent like a day in Midgar, and all of a sudden he's this ultimate badass hero with a sword that he really shouldn't be able to lift. I don't know, like it's like FF7 really bugs me because it's so wildly popular, and it is undeserving of the popularity. You like 6 the most? Yes. Mostly for Kefka and Locke. Locke is great. Locke is awesome. What a... He goes from being like the goofy, almost sort of sidekick to you realize how much of a badass he is and like what he's experienced. It's so nice. Yeah, Kefka laugh. Yeah, the Kefka laugh is great. The Kefka laugh is great. Kefka is an infinitely better fucking villain than Sephiroth. Oh, look at me. I have really long hair and a really big sword that in no way, shape, or form is compensating. Meanwhile, Kefka's over here literally poisoning an entire fucking, an entire kingdom and committing genocide. Oh, and also he actually won, unlike Sephiroth. I don't know why everyone's like, "Oh, look, here's a villain with mommy issues. He's definitely the cool one." Meanwhile, the clown in the previous one that makes the Joker look like a tool is way more impressive. Any good Final Fantasy games to play? Asking for a friend. Well, let's see. If you want to play the original, there's a million and one versions of it. If you can play even an emulated version of the original, I would suggest it, because Final Fantasy 1 is very much, it has that older, like, D&D mentality, where it's like, if you go into a dungeon, you better be prepared, because shit's gonna kill you. So like there's an amount of preparation in the game, which is nice, that a lot of old RPGs had. Dragon Warrior had that. Final Fantasy IV with Final Fantasy IV with Kain, Cecil, and Rosa, Rydia, because Rydia is like one of the coolest characters in the game. Um, yeah, I Final Fantasies 1, 4, 6. I don't remember who said 5 was decent. I don't remember who said it, but 5 is apparently like a fan favorite, even though it's supposedly one of the weaker games in the franchise. But I wouldn't know. I never played it. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Brancliff. 5 is a great starter game. 6 is deep and emotionally captivating. Tactics is dark and political, but in a good way, not in like a Netflix adaptation way. Yeah, yeah. Tactics is easily one of the best games in the franchise, but it's not a main series Final Fantasy. If you want like a big epic game or like an epic story, 6 is the way to go. If you want, uh, I would actually I would actually suggest 4. 4 is probably the easiest title to get into for old school Final Fantasy, or classic Final Fantasy, I should say. Only Final Fantasy I ever played was the one with Lightning, the pink hair cutie on the PS Vita. Oh yeah, and her clop clop heals. Is that 10? No, I think that's 13. 7 had cool mini games. Yes. Especially the flying suicidal Moogle, because the Moogle was too fat. The reason why 7 is so beloved is probably because it was the first JRPG to turn combat game for many people. I know a bunch of the Final Fantasy 7 fans that only played 7 and never touched any other FF game. Yes, yeah, that is definitely an extra factor that I had not. I kind of touched on, but I didn't explain. Thank you, Evandro. Also, welcome. How are you doing? Kefka is if the Joker got godlike powers. Yes. Also, you can't beat the gorgeous, the gorgeous iconography of the tower that is Kefka's extra gods. A four phase team brawl is like the final battle to FF6 is so fucking epic. I love it. Thank you, Albeleo. Yeah, you're welcome, Shadow. I hope it works. Yeah, FF4 FF4 for ease, 8 for not 8, 6 for epic, and then yeah, like tactics if you really want to go crazy. Stop killing me. It hurts. Whatever. FF8 is team drama. I only started like 5 minutes of it. I never got in. I never got into 8. Mobile phone games have a good number of Final Fantasy games. Yes. Also, if you don't want to get an emulator, though I suggest you do, just to save on cost because of things. If you would like, Shadow, if you aren't going to do an emulator, which I suggest you do, there's also the pixelated remaster version of the games on Steam. There's a collection of like Final Fantasies 1 through 6 are on Steam, and they all look much better. Although I'm partial to the old pixel art. Genova had way more potential to be an interesting villain than Sephiroth. Yes. Yeah, Sephiroth. Like, 7 drives me insane because it not only is it an inferior version of all of these games that came before it, it's also such an overrated title because like the villain, like I don't really give a crap about Cloud. I don't understand why anybody gives a shit about him. I don't. I have no idea why anybody cares about Cloud. He's just he's just an idiot. Cloud is just a little idiot who's all about forgetting, like, I'm supposed to care about an amnesiac who was there to watch his friend die, who he saved earlier, and then I'm supposed to somehow believe that he magically forgot about Zach, basically took his entire life, turned it into his own, and then somehow we're supposed to go with that? Like, God, I just, like, the writing for 7 is asinine. It drives me insane. And that's just Cloud. That's not even everyone else. Everyone else seems better. Final Fantasy V is a great game, a sense of adventure that they never got again in the series, and the job system is great. Okay, I would like to try and get through 5 at some point. It's just, not having the time. FF8 and 4 are remastered for mobile too. 4 is even 3D converted on mobile. Oh, nice. The only reason I like 7 is because of Tifa. Everyone likes 7 because of Tifa. She's the original gamer girl that gave everyone their first person shooter. Like, that's what it is. She's the original body pillow that launched 1,000 loads. I think that was what Razorfist said. Probably emulate the games. Which is the better emulator? I like ZSNES. I think it's ZSNES. Hold on, what is it? Okay, it's SNES 9X. That's the one that I use for the Super Nintendo. That's me. That's me personally. There are many other Super Nintendo ones, so you could get the original 4 and 6, which are 2 and 3 here in America, if you want to get those, Shadow. I think SNES 9X also does NES, if I remember correctly, although I could be wrong. There's also ZSNES. That's a good emulator. Of course, if anybody else has any other any other emulator suggestions, feel free to compare. I like Barrett more than Cloud, and what's messed up is that the original concept was that Barry died at the end of 7 to save Cloud. Basically, no Zack. Oh, interesting. I didn't know. Yeah, pretty much everyone in 7 has way more development than Cloud. We're just supposed to pretend that Cloud is this deep character when he's stricken with amnesia that has no fucking reason to be there. It drives me nuts. I get so frustrated with 7. I normally prefer the cute healer girl with magic and is soft, but yeah, I gotta give this one to Tifa. Yeah, everyone loves Tifa for exactly 2 reasons. It's also it's funny because, like, the other we gotta remember, we gotta be nice about Tifa. You can't talk shit about a member of the Italian board. Yes, Bran. Yes, I'm gonna make that joke because that was fucking hilarious to find out. I was just thinking the Italian thing. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe the dude just whipped it out and started. Yeah, I love all of the memes that came up from it though. Ah, man, that was so funny. And she became Miss she became Miss Italy. Yeah. Oh, man, that was funny. I can't believe that dude I can't believe that dude did that. Uh Evandro, the pixelated remasters are cool, but for some stupid reason they didn't include the extra content for 5 and 6. The old Steam versions had, and now you can't buy them. Really? Really, they took away the extras. Oh, that's kind of shitty. All right. Well, definitely try emulators, I guess. That's a bummer. Yeah, I guess ignore them. I guess ignore the remasters then. Thank you, Evandro. I didn't know. All the more reason not to spend money that I don't have. You hit on her because of the voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They did manage to find some good voice actors, thankfully. Although I think isn't Tifa a different voice actress? I could have sworn they changed up a few of them from Advent Children. I need the Sauce Mystery speaker. It would be really funny too, because like if they, if 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 she went to if Tifa went on to become like get voted in for like prime minister, you would see this hilarious like arc, this like upward arc in favor of her for any vote counting, and it would be an oddly erect line. Be like that Biden one at 3 a.m. Hmm. I think I should go there. I can't. I don't know where else to go. I can't break these walls. Oh, what's down? Did I miss that? I missed this. I'm such a tool. Erect. Yeah. Well, after some stiff competition, it is found that Miss Tifa Lockhart will now become the Prime Minister of Italy. And the funny thing is, you wouldn't even have to worry about adding her with, giving her ballistic armor. She's already got ballistics. God, now I kind of want to go back and watch like the FF7 abridged from Team 4 Star. I have legs the world needs to see, Cloud. Yeah, because it's the legs everyone wants to see. I got a lot of backtracking. That's unfortunate. Oh, the depth that people say they love about Final Fantasy VII is really obscure. Like you have to play the 90-minute spin-off games to really get it, and some of those are phone games too. So, bleh. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like Final Fantasy VII's popularity is similar to like the misunderstanding a lot of people had about Evangelion. Like seven is popular in the wrong sort of way, in a similar manner to how Evangelion is like it's popular for the wrong reasons. FF7 is not deep. It's not philosophical. It's very straightforward, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I've mentioned before. I'm totally okay with a straightforward with straightforward story and characters and whatnot. There's meaning and all of this. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like we already saw the Amnesia arc with Final Fantasy VI. That was already done. And it was done better because they didn't ride on it so hard in 6 like they did 7. The characters, you know, your characters being separated and you have to like recollect certain people, like in this case Cloud is a good example. Like um like Cloud being removed from the party is cute and all, but 6 already did that, where you are literally left on. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for Shadow. Um, like six handled that far better. If you know 6, you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially that big moment for Celeste. If you screw up, um, and then like you have the character that like left things behind, and you have the character that was forced to run, and you have the character that was harmed by the big evil bad corporation. It's like, you know, Vincent, Barrett, and all of the others. They have already been done before in 6 with more and better character development. And they have a far better common goal, you know? And not and you also have the scaling too. Like I mentioned before in about the pacing, because the pacing is really bad in 7. um and then, you know, with 6, it's like 6 is a slow burn, and it leads into a genuine problem because you have to deal with Terra. Whereas in 7, it's just like, here's a complete game. We have finished the game. There like 7 is complete up until the beginning of uh oh, I can't even get over there, can I? It's like 7 is a complete game up until you leave the Shinra Corporation stuff. As soon as you leave Midgar, it's over. Like there's not much of that game. Oh, fuck that room. I don't know. Like I don't want to be a broken record because my thoughts are all over the place. Um, but yeah, it's just like 6 did everything better than 7 ever could, and everyone loves it because it was 3D. It was either their first Final Fantasy or it was the first 3D Final Fantasy, and it's usually both. And that's really what it comes down to. Unfortunately, like that really is just it. It's the one that everyone knows. It was everyone's first. Also Tifa. If I ever get into Final Fantasy, is gonna be because of lightning, honestly. Ooh. that is that is a foolish mistake, my friend. Like I think it wasn't Lightning like recently voted as like the most hated Final Fantasy character, like ever. I could have sworn I saw something like that popped up. Where am I even going? Fuck. Fuck! What a good case of an ensemble story. Why was she hated? Uh, how much time you got? I mean, Lightning is a dull. I mean, she's a dull character. Uh, she's emotionally stunted. Like if I don't even know. I don't even know if that's accurate. Um, if I was socially stunted in my developmental years, she's socially retarded. Like she doesn't have a frontal lobe. She has no real personality. Everyone hates her heels, as I mentioned. Uh, there's no emotional consistency with her whatsoever. It's like you could have this major moment where a character is basically supposed to die, and she'll just stare blank faced like Saitama. It's just she. I don't know what they were trying to emulate with her. Like it's like she has like she's like cartoonishly um she's like cartoonishly stoic. Almost like she's a parody of like Western heroes. It's wild. Also, 13 is just well, 13 in general is not a liked game. I know a lot of people, myself included, are not impressed with the level design. You're basically just holding straight the entire time because 90% of the levels are straight hallways. They're that's all you're doing. You're walking in straight lines, and you can't get away from her stupid heel clopping. There's a lot more that goes into it, obviously, but yeah, it's like she's poorly written, she's poorly acted, poorly. She's got that like Metroid Other M voice acting going on. I genuinely do not know what the hell Square Enix was doing with her. Like it's wild how poorly handled 13 was as a whole, but also Lightning herself. It's brutal. Seriously, if you ever get a chance to just look at reviews and discussions about Lightning, I suggest you do it. It's there's a lot of reason to dislike her as a character. Is that the bite of 13? Yeah. Uh I hate Banjo and Kazooie. Only reason why people praise it so much is because it was their first 64 game. Um, I think I think Banjo Kazooie also gets a lot of hate because of how many fucking collectibles there are in the game. like there is so much in that game, and it's funny because like DK64 even like trounces it by raw count. I don't know, like I get why Banjo is so beloved, but it really just I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm kind of unimpressed with the controls, honestly. I think it could have been better. I think Rare could have designed it better. Not that I hate the game either. Like I do enjoy Banjo, but I think they had a few missteps with it. I think that's for certain. But that's I mean, Banjo is also like the game that got everyone into 3D platforming, and then they immediately like killed it with they killed any sort of like care for it when they produced DK64. That's why you liked her, because she was emotionless. Well, I mean, like I said, it's not an issue to be emotionless. Like stoicism is fine. Stoicism is a good thing. It's a great ideal. Um, or not ideal. It's a great trait. Like you don't want your heroes to be whiny, blubbering bitches, you know. But to then go through and just like to remove her emotion entirely, where it's like, help me, I'm dying in front of you. Okay. Hooray, we finally defeated all these guys, and now we can finally, like, you know, we can have a victory party. Yay! Who wants a kegger? And then she's like, me. Like, it's just it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really do wonder what the hell they were thinking at the time. Like, she doesn't even have the charisma of Saitama. Like, Saitama is a cool character, and he's so fun loving and everything else, and then you have characters like Lightning, and it's just laughably bad. All of that for nothing, huh? Oh wait. Er. Levels suck, but the combat was fun. I mean, yeah. If you wanna like so like if you find something fun, that's fine, because like fun is pretty subjective, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But the levels were really fucking bad. You find that hot, maybe it's your king. Imagine you're in bed with Lightning and she doesn't say a single thing. Isn't that just like British porn? Almost. Almost. There we go. Good show. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a way through. Whoop. I kind of want to play 6 myself now. Thanks. I already have other things to do. I can't just keep doing other shit that I've already done before. Oh, shit. Well, I just got fucking Kobe'd. Stop walking into me, it hurts. Stop it. Oh, neat. High potion. Yeah, with much less swish this time. I'm sad that Lightning turned out to have such bad development, but I'ma stay loyal. Oh, yeah, I mean, sure. Like I'm not saying you can't like her as a character, obviously, you know. But yeah, generally like she is quite negatively viewed, and it's not without reason. What the 002 Uh, hmm. 02468. I wonder if I have to have, like, even, because I have odds, and that's not working, so, I don't know, maybe it's evens. Oh, come back here, you fucker. I'd be okay with a casual replay of 6. Yeah, by all means. If Despair wants to go ahead and do that, and you want to watch, be my guest. Let's support each other. That's the best thing to do. In these trying times on YouTube. Have YouTube, will shill. Lightning was the first Captain Marvel. It's not wrong. Oh, I think this is like the end of the game here. Okay. I don't know. I've also been pondering, like, not that I want to stop streaming Castlevania, obviously, like, because Castlevania is awesome. But I've been debating on, like, streaming other games too. More specific, like, RPGs, because the RPGs will give me more time to collect my thoughts, and I don't have to be as active and distracted as I am. Which is ironic, because considering how good I am at StarCraft 2, you would think I could handle fucking multitasking, but apparently not. You're definitely going to look into what people have to say? Yeah, certainly, by all means. By all means, I encourage people to question and learn. And also, if your viewpoint differs from mine too, like, that's totally okay. As well. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, disagreement, just as long as it's based in reason. What the fucking blasphemous? I walked right into that one. Oh, I was holding down like an idiot. Oh, I was, like, severely overleveled for that. Okay. Rip the Minotaur, I guess. Oh, is that another spell book that I could have used this whole fucking time? I bet that was part of my problem. I don't know. We'll find out. Chrono Trigger? Oh, hell yeah. I love Chrono Trigger. Easily one of the best Super Nintendo games. It's my boy! No, my boy! Look at how he massacred my boy! Quick, unsubscribe from this bitch! Please don't. Fuck, how do I... Oh, hold on, is there a... I need this cross to go away so I can try it with a different spell. This there a way to cancel it? No, I guess not. Because I have to find an enemy and let it burn out. Crap. I don't actually know where to go. But yeah, nonetheless. So on the point of RPGs, yes, I would love to do an RPG because it would allow me to better gather my thoughts, and it's a bit more casual, so I don't have to concern myself with, all the multitasking, like I said before. Chrono Trigger is a good one. Chrono Trigger would be great to stream. I should also, like, at one point or another Oh, neat. At one point or another, I should actually, like, take the time to stream Ogre Battle. Yeah. I should stream Ogre Battle, because that game is, like, 99% sit back and do nothing, and, like, 1% hot air. I don't know, like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasies 4 and 6, Ogre Battle. I don't know, what other RPGs was around? What other good RPGs were on the Super Nintendo? I don't remember. Which is odd, because I should know this. I have like I have a whole ass collection up here. Oh, Lufia, because I'm an idiot. Oh, and Breath of Fire. How the fuck could I forget about Breath of Fire 1 and 2? Yeah, Lufia, Breath of Fire 2 and 1, like there's all kinds of great RPGs. Let's go down. Can't wait for the live-action Netflix adaptation of Chrono Trigger, directed by Naoki Hamaguchi. Beware of the darkness, Sora. Oh God. Please, no more, just no more fucking Kingdom Hearts. I like Kingdom Hearts, but it needed to stop after 2. Fuck, where am I supposed to go? I suppose I could go down. I'ma chug this whiskey and cry for my girl Lightning. Justice for Lightning. Yeah, well. It is what it is. I mean, most people don't like her. If you do, great. More power to you. And yes, you're welcome on being more respectful. I mean, and just as long as, like I said, people can disagree with me all they want. Like, as long as the disagreement is based in like actual logic and reason, that's what I care about. I want people to be consistent in their views. Oop, that ain't good. It's just like it's like it doesn't matter. It's like religion, politics, movies, music, like all of these things. It's like if somebody wants to disagree, like I suppose music is not a good example for me because I don't know shit about music. But uh, it's like if the conversation can be respectful, if the conversation can be respectful, if you can retain your uh, friendship, if it's a friend or relationship with somebody, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's how it should be. We're supposed to be adults. Like like we're not supposed to be getting so fucking angry with each other that uh we're not supposed to be getting so angry with each other that like friendships end. And you know I don't know, like I don't know, I suppose I'm still a little salty about my buddy like ending the friendship with me over politics, but it's like it wasn't logical for what he was talking about. It's just like if he simply wanted to say, I respectfully disagree, I think opening the border is fine. It's like, okay, well, it's going to lead to problems, and I'll tell you right now, like, this is exactly what's going to happen. And I called it years ago when that shit was happening, but it is what it is. Like, I can't control that. I can't control people. And that's something a lot of the political nut jobs today just don't seem to understand. You can't control people. You can't change. Like there was some fucking communist on Tim Pool's Culture War like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was talking about how he wanted to fundamentally change people's perspective. Like he wanted to change uh what was it, human. Fuck, what was it called? He not the human element. He wanted to talk about. He wanted to change. Uh, it'll come to me anyway. He wanted to change like basically how people uh what they think, how they do things, etc., etc. And it's like this is the fundamental flaw of anything when it comes to communism, or anybody, truthfully, anybody who tries to be incredibly controlling over individuals. Like, you cannot control other people. You can't. And so, like, if people want to disagree with me, that's fine. Like, there's just as long as the logic behind what you're doing is consistent, as long as your viewpoints are based in logic, if you can remain respectful and have an amount of humility about yourself and those around you, and not to carry on like a prick. Like there was somebody who got really pissed off at Drinker, the Critical Drinker, earlier today, that I saw on Twitter, because Drinker liked Godzilla -1, and the person, of course, pronouns in the bio, was like, "Get out of my franchise," and it's like, what? You don't own Godzilla. you know you don't own Godzilla, you don't own other people, you don't get to tell other people what they can or cannot say. And not only this, but like getting pissed off at Drinker by hating him blindly when Drinker was praising the movie, and being like, go see it, it's good. It's like, aren't you supposed to be all about diversity and happiness and supporting minorities? Like, here's Drinker, a white guy from Scotland or whatever other made up country he lives in. And he's telling people, go see a movie. It's like, why? And it was written and directed by the same guy. It's entirely Japanese. It's in World War II. It's a remake of the first one, and it's apparently a fucking banger. So why would you get pissed off at Drinker? It's such a goofy thing to me, that this absolutist bullshit and arguments and everything just drives me insane. That's another subject I need to go over, is like the absolutes in arguments, because everyone is so based in. So many arguments people have to make today are based in absolutes, that it denies healthy conversation. I hate Weezer. Well, fuck you, Shadow. You're wrong. Weezer is the best heavy metal hair band ever. People mostly argue for the sake of argument, and if your friend ended for no plausible basis, then it may be for the best. Yeah, yeah, it's one of those like unfortunate things that it's over, it's gone, it is what it is. I made my peace with it a while ago. Doesn't mean I'm not, doesn't mean it still doesn't, hurt every so often when I think about it because like we were peas in a pod when it came to like understanding games and design and things of that nature. Like everything, like him and I were so tight, and then it all ended because you know I want to close the border wall because drug trafficking and oh yeah, child sex rings. But apparently that was racist, which was hilarious because he's Hispanic and I've known the dude for over 2 decades. Like never once was that ever a problem. Like okay, I don't know why this is a problem now. Ah, son of a gun. Where do I go next? Me and some of my family members differ on some things, but we still care and love for each other. Yeah, exactly. Like there's a few in my family that are, especially on my dad's side, that are like insanely left wing. Like, yep, down with anybody who disagrees with us and all this other crap. And it's just like, why do you wish like death and pain on people who disagree, who just have a simple disagreement with you? It's wild. I don't know. I don't think it was the 2016 election or well, I was going to say modern politics, but that's not correct. It's not it's not the 2016 election cycle that broke people. It's literally the corporate media. The corporate media did so much damage to everybody because they didn't stop lying. And that's all because of that fucking Obama law that got put into play. It was like what was it, like 2014 or something like that. He literally legalized uh propaganda. I can't remember what the hell it's called. What's his name? Phil Labonte talks about it. He can quote it immediately, but yeah, it's just it's absurd. My friend denounced me over politics. Then jokes on him. I'll probably be living a way healthier and better life than my friend. Yeah, actually, I can totally vouch for that. In that exact case, am I am living that life. Most of the like this whole like supposed friend group I used to have, they all just kind of went their own way, and I mean, like I'm not a part of that group anymore, so like that's what I mean by they went their own way. And most of them are unhappy, single, living depressive, lives. And yeah, I don't know. It's really funny how like true a lot of those kinds of like, you'll live a healthier, better, happier life without them. It's absolutely true. And that's just one. I lost something like 150 people, unironically, like 150 people off my Facebook. Like I have like 50 people on my. I don't even know if I have 50. I know it's not much of a metric since most people don't really care for Facebook, but like at the time I was arguing with people online, and it was mostly over Facebook, and I genuinely had like 200, roughly about 200 people on the Facebook, and now it like my friend count is like a dried up husk in comparison. Like it's maybe 50 at most. I lost so many people over politics. It's batshit insane to me. Like I genuinely cannot wrap my head around how a simple political disagreement can mean so much to people who do not actually pay attention to politics. I actually have some. I don't. I'm not going to read them, obviously, but I actually have some. I have messages saved from somebody who I used to look up to, and I keep those messages because it is a brutal reminder of like how nuts people went over this shit. Like this dude. Anyway. Grandpa has TDS during the elections. I always got into fights with him. Good, because Trump is based. Get out of my Godzilla, said the same guy who would cuss you out if you pungently criticized Nocturne. Yeah, probably. Probably. Actually, you kind of reminded me on that point. If Adrian is still here, Adrian made a post earlier that hurt my fucking brain. There was a video by Screen Rant. There was a video by Screen Rant that about a month ago, and it was a short video, like 2 minutes 13 seconds or something like that. Adrian has it shared on YouTube. And the video was talking about how Castlevania Nocturne's Season 2 needs to avoid this one thing from the video games. So naturally I'm curious, because avoiding the video games is part of what caused Nocturne to suck as much as it did. And in the video, this guy from Screen Rant wrote that the relationship between Maria and Alucard needs to be avoided, because in the games, according to this guy, again, this great writer from Screen Rant, this guy claimed that the thing that needed to be avoided was the relationship between Maria and Alucard, because, get this, Maria is 13 years old in Symphony of the Night. Tell me you've never actually played or understand anything about Castlevania without telling me you've actually never played or understand anything about Castlevania. Fucking... She's not 13 in Symphony. She's 17. Possibly 18, depending on her birth year, right? And month, I guess. But like, somehow they made, and then they also tried to say that because Alucard is like a few hundred years old, that's the creepy part. And they have a minor relationship and all this other crap in the game, and it's like, no, that's not the case at all. Like, Maria is respectful of Alucard, but she's not like head over heels for him. She doesn't actually start to like care for him until the end of the game. And then the guy tries to reference Nocturne of Reflection, which is the radio drama, and still thinks Maria's like 13 years old, and it's like, dude, she's 18. She's 18 by the time Reflection happens, and you're just making shit up. I could just scream because of how stupid some of these people are. I've lost people too because I don't care, because they were the ones that chose to leave. Yes, exactly. Speaking of Nocturne, I'm so glad it didn't win the Best Adaptation Award in the Game Awards. Oh, was it nominated? I didn't catch that part. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that it fucking lost too, because it doesn't deserve anything. It is a laughable. It is a mockery of Castlevania. They need to avoid adapting this part from the story. There was nothing adapted coherently but the characters and their names. And by the way, Alucard and Maria forever. A lot of people really do like the idea of Maria and Alucard being together, and I don't disagree. I just wish she was 18, not 17. I know times were different, but come on. I was going to say something funny about Nocturne, but I forgot. Oh well, don't need to waste time on that. Yeah, no, that's totally okay. Don't. Nobody should waste any more. No one else but me, I guess, should waste time on Nocturne. Oh, I never got around to making that fucking follow-up video. Man, I have been too busy with things. Oh well. I'll just add that at a later time, I suppose. Just another thing on the list to get done. Up here. They could they could choose to make Maria as at much older age if they wanted to, but they won't. Instead, they made all these other changes. They are ass. Yes. And yeah, it did get nominated. Yeah, thank you. That must have been like the brief time I was not actually paying attention to the awards. Oh, nope, it's down here. Wait, I never went in. Son of a! I hate myself. I hate myself. I'm an idiot, and I accept this. I feel like I came there already. World's biggest nocturne ante, Albeleo. Yeah. Oh, I. Does anybody else know who Altiori is? I'm like actually angry with myself. Altiori is this like 500,000 some odd subscriber channel, and she makes solid content. And I did not realize that she liked my video. I did not realize, and I'm so angry with myself because, like, I've seen some of Altiori's stuff, and I do like her content. I just didn't remember that she had sent. I didn't realize that she had liked it. And then I went back and I was going through comments for examples for that one video where I was talking about the writers today are children, and I was looking at I got around to checking out the comment, like reading it in detail, and I realized I liked it, and she enjoyed it. And if I had realized it was her, I probably would have taken my shot and been like, "Hey, you want to talk about it?" And I didn't. Oh, I'm so angry with myself. I'm so angry. Oh well. Yeah. She made one too to spare. She did. She also hated it. I just, oh man, I'm so angry with myself because like it was a genuinely good chance at like actually getting somewhere. She has this fox looking thing on her FPF. Yeah. It's one of the Eevee evolutions. Yeah, it's like black and yellow or something like that. But yeah. Where is Vlad's ring? Oh, is it a relic? Increases luck. Okay, I will have to try that door then. uh, Definitely watching another Nocturne Haters content. Yes, yeah. Her general content is very much worth watching. I suggest people enjoy it. It's not like crazy. It's been a long time since I've watched her content. She's not. I don't know. So I don't know if I would fairly say that she's based like I am. But she and I agreed apparently a lot on Castlevania and Nocturne. So I would go with that. But yes, Alteori, Alteori. Yeah, I've watched a couple of her videos and whatnot in the past. I've enjoyed her content whenever I came across it, but I did not. I only like recently remembered that it was her. Like when I was looking through examples. um, Umbreon, yes, Umbreon. The black and yellow Eevee evolution, yes. But yeah, no. If people want to get around to like checking her out, I would suggest it. She's got good content. She hates Unicorn Warriors Eternal. Bad content. 0 out of 10. Don't watch. He lied to us. Oh, Firebook and summer clothes. Okay. Nope. Oh, if this last cross would go away. Thank you. All right, what does the Firebook do? I think I like the Wind book better. The Prodigy Firestarter starts playing. I'm just getting Mortal Kombat Annihilation flashbacks. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to stop. Thank you all for coming out. As usual, it's very nice to see all of you guys hanging out with me on a Friday evening, especially one that happened to be so good as tonight too. I had a lot of really good work today. So yeah, thank you all very much for coming out and hanging out. I will be working on that Jurassic Park review still and trying to get that out. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if it'll come out this week. But I will try to get that done. And if I can, I'll try to sneak in a Godzilla -1 review. And, yeah. That's what I'm going to focus on. And, again, in the meantime, like, check out Adrian's channel for that one post I mentioned or anything else Castlevania related. And, Alteori. Alteori's got some good content. So, thank you all for coming out, and have a good weekend, everyone.